You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
across the seven seas, what I would forever be, your lover, friend, and destiny. 'Cause you complete my soul, girl. You complete my incomplete world. Life without you, I could not see.
'cause your energy is open. I love your smile. Smile. We've been vibing for some time now, baby. I can see what's on your mind. I can see it, baby. And I know you wanna feel my body. Let's just take a little time. You wanna get closer, but it's too soon for me to give it up. Oh, babe, I love it when you take time to come over, but it's too soon for me to give it up. I've been thinking about you all night, 'cause you made something come alive. And when I touch you, you get so hot. We about to lose control. Stop it right here. I don't wanna lead you on, 'cause we ain't there, but I want to. We've been vibing for some time now, baby. I can see what's on your mind. I can see it, baby. And I know you wanna feel my body. Let's just take a little time. I wanna get closer, but it's too soon for me to give it up. Oh, babe, I love it when you take time to come over, but it's too soon for me to give it up. You wanna get closer, but it's too soon for me to give it up. Oh, baby, I love it when you take time to come over, but it's too soon for me to give it up. "24/7, 365. You stay on my mind all the time, and I'm always wondering what if or what we could be. I smile at all the possibilities. Sorry I ran. I had so much fear, because I've been hurt before. Now that I'm let down, my God, I wanna be here, 'cause you make me say ooh, ooh, ooh. And I can't speak, you got me saying ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm so weak, you got me saying ooh, ooh, ooh. You made me say, ooh, baby. You leave me wanting for nothing. I'm satisfied with the way that you love me, how you provide everything that I need. I can't take it. I'm so mad about all the time I've wasted. Sorry I ran so long. I had so much fear, 'cause I've been hurt before. Now that I'm let down, my God, I wanna be here. 'Cause you make me say ooh, ooh, ooh. And I can't speak, you got me saying ooh, ooh. And I'm so weak, you got me saying ooh, know just what to do to make me say. You got me saying no. Do it again, baby. And when you look at me, and when you're touching me, and when you're loving me.
Makes a bright sunshiny day in a land of make-believe. I never could conceive you're lying here next to me. She's so fabulous. My boo is so marvelous, marvelous. The way we met, it was so miraculous. I feel so fabulous. Ooh, oh, oh. What a wonderful feeling. Leaves me rocking and reeling. Loving you's been so dope. A shining star so full of hope. Just to hold you been so real. It's the thought of you. You've been my biggest thrill. She's so sensuous. From the first time I saw you, it made me curious. And if you leave, girl, I'd go furious. My boo is so fabulous, fabulous. Yeah. Love is about giving. Every day so fulfilling. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Just you and I, a wonderful love song. It must be sent from above. The flowiness of a dove. You're my boo. I'm so into you. Ooh. A wonderful feeling. A wonderful feeling. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're my boo. You're so fabulous.
Takes my breath away.
Takes my breath away. No one makes me feel the way you do.
your big heart with me. Deep in your eyes, I can see the love, like the ocean blue. I think I love you, yeah. I never thought I'd be here before. With love so pure, couldn't ask for more. It's not a dream, I opened my eyes, I saw you. Innocently you came to me. No plans to mean so much to me. Deep in my heart I have the need for you to lift me up. Oh boy, you fill my cup. See, you came along and you lent a hand. You're more than my friend. See, you understand. I never thought I'd be here before. With love so pure, couldn't ask for more. It's not a dream, I opened my eyes, I saw you. You are my love, you are my light. You are the thing that makes everything alright. You came along when I needed you. I adore you. Yes, I love you. I never thought I'd be here before. With love so pure, couldn't ask for more. It's not a dream, I opened my eyes, I saw you. I never thought I'd be here before. With love so pure, couldn't ask for more. It's not a dream, I opened my eyes, I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you.
Let down my guard for tonight. It's one of those nights where you've been all my life. You smell so good and you're dressed up nice. You know I'm so hooked. You got me shook, baby. You drive me crazy. You want me to chase you in the fast lane so I can get next to you. Through stormy weather and rain, you remain in my brain. To be with you, I'll do anything. Risky when I'm with you. Love taking chances with you. And every night and day, you're making me happy. So happy, it's satisfying. Oh baby, I missed you constantly. The same about me. Oh so crazy, but in a good way. And for you I will do anything. To you. I'm in love with you. Oh. I'll do anything. I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'll do anything. 'Cause I'm in love with you. I'll do anything. I'm in love with you. I'll do anything for you. 'Cause I'm in love with you. I'll do anything.
I've been in bad situations, but this one feels good to me. A wonderful new sensation makes me drop down to my knees. You know I'm afraid these feelings have been betrayed. You make them go away, and suddenly I feel okay. Don't make me beg. You know just what I need. Don't make me bleed. Searching for sweet release. Don't make me beg. Don't make me bleed. Come rub me down. You know I'm all you need. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. Do you wanna go deep to the point where you can see you possess the key and lock the enemy? Touch me deep. Feel me. Yeah. Feel me. Yeah. Go deeper, babe. Show me where my secret. I need some more, baby. Deep. I want more, baby. Show me where my secret Yeah, yeah, yeah. Been through rain, heartbreak and pain. I'm tired. Don't know what to do. So confused. I've lost my way. Oh. Why is everything so hard? Times are rough, it's never enough. Oh, I can't let my dreams slip away. I gotta believe. I need to hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need to hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of GHP Radio, the Indie Live Spot. And we're very, very happy today about our guest today. Returning guest, it's been a minute since he's been on, but Mr. Charles Wright is in the house, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey.
Bravo.
Yes, welcome. We're excited about having you back, man. And I know you've been doing some great things since the last time you were on with us. I know the last time you was on, you had your book, and was it that book? Was that your first book?
That's my first book.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm about to release my second book.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. The word on the street, you got another one coming, so we'll be looking out for that as well. And of course, that pretty young lady you got right there next to you, Venice. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for setting things up with this legendary songwriter, our friend Mr. Charles Wright. Man, we really glad to have you back.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's on me here.
Yeah. And of course, we got our special guest host today with us again. Mr. Vaughn Coulter is here. Welcome back, Vaughn.
It's a pleasure to be back, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Gary.
Absolutely. And of course, George Spencer is actually on a family reunion weekend. She's down in Louisiana getting down with her folks, and so she'll be back next week. But she told me to be sure to let you all know, Charles, that she didn't want to miss this, but it was one of those things. So, but she told me to tell you guys hello, and again,
tell her hello for me, and to bring me some gumbo back.
There you go. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so, and now you got a new single out too that we definitely gonna let our listeners check out a little bit later after we talk to you a bit and stuff. But I'm very excited about that, and I know you are. And of course, I want to just publicly wish you a wonderful happy birthday. I know you had a birthday a couple of days ago as well.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Absolutely. But tell us a little bit about the new single too, and everything, and what you got planned around the whole thing. Because man, you had me when I was checking it out. Man, I was jamming. It took me back to some of that great old bluesy sounds, man. And I love me some blues. So yeah, please expand on that a little bit.
Well, I'm known for doing funk. I'm known for one of the people who created the funk idiom, and I've been doing that most of my professional life. Actually, before that, I did doo-wop, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I was with several groups who had hit records doing doo-wop before the Watts band was ever thought about. Then I formed the band, and they was phasing out doo-wop, so I had to come up with something different. And hence, Do Your Thing and Love Land, Express Yourself, and some of my other songs. My father, when I was a kid in Mississippi, was convinced by his sharecropper, Mr. Miles, that the blues was the devil's music, and my father went for that. And so I was never able to listen to the blues or any secular music until I grew up to be a teenager. And like I was telling my man a few minutes ago, I avoided doing the blues most of my life until my father died. I decided lately that I had to do a blues record because it's in my heart and soul.
Yeah.
So I did this song called Your Hand.
Okay.
See, that's
John, I don't even know why they always think that the blues is nothing but the devil music. They must have took that out of Robert Johnson. I don't know.
No, that ain't the reason. they couldn't understand it. Can you imagine one of them walking out of the store and the man sitting on the porch in a groove, singing the blues with that emotional thing that goes with the blues, that soul, and you don't understand it? You're gonna try to kill it.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Until you can steal it.
But see, all of the, all of the blues, the gospel, it's nothing but a derivative of jazz.
Yes, all the same stuff.
All the same stuff.
Yeah.
And, I just could never see why they be trying to kill it, especially in Mississippi. And that's that's one of the places I'm known for the blues.
And the town that I came from, the town that Sam Cooke came from, David Ruffin came from, Muddy Waters. You can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
That town is synonymous with the blues.
What's the name of the town?
Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And you go back there now, and you see how much they appreciate us. The houses are leaning to the side and falling down. People, white folks moved to another little town next to it, built their own town, left us with what was Clarksdale years ago, and it's not too cool.
Right.
Well, that's the way they do things, leave you out there. It's just like part of a sugar ditch down in the Delta. If it wasn't for the casino, then people wouldn't have running water.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And still using outdoor toilets.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Right.
But you got Morgan Freeman still, he still got a home there. He's still in and out of there quite a bit.
I don't have a whole lot of respect for him. I went to his club down there in Clarksdale 3 years ago. It's not his club, actually. The ex-mayor's club.
Okay.
And on this side of the club, they have a kitchen. Black people cooking. The worst food I ever had. They call soul food. On this side, the white folks administrating the club, they're situated on this side. And everybody coming there trying to pretend that they know what to do with the blues. But anyway.
Well, you know how that go.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, when I was a kid, they grew cotton, and we get this high, they had to go out and chop the weeds out from between the cotton stalks. And then to get about this high, we had to come back and do it again. Then the cotton would proliferate and we would pick it.
Now, did you pick it from the bowl?
Yes, I did.
Picked it out the bowls, huh?
Out the bowl, yeah. Now today, my book deals with all of this. Today, except for this part. Today, they have chemicals that they plant with the cotton and no weeds will grow. Then they got a machine that can pick as much cotton as 10,000 people a day. They don't need us anymore. That's the bottom line.
Man, look here. When I was younger, in Oklahoma, I like always try to make some money. So they was going to the cotton patch to pull cotton.
Yeah.
And me and my brother and a cousin, boy, we was out there all day long. I'm talking on lunchtime. Well, we didn't have no lunch. We didn't bring no lunch. They didn't tell us to bring no lunch, so we ate everybody else's lunch. Boy, look here. I don't think we made no more than maybe 50 or 75 cents all day long.
Day, yes, right.
And Uncle Oscar, he took it because we ate the lunch. He took the money from us and put us in the trunk with them cotton sacks and you know they let something like the bears in just be sticking there, it's hot in there. Oh, I said right then, boy, if ever get out this truck, that's the end gate of me trying to pull some cotton. Wasn't no more in my life. Yeah, but you know, a good friend of mine, can't even think his name, Bobby Rush.
Oh, Bobby Rush.
Yeah, he's still out here putting it out.
Yeah. Bobby Rush. I know Bobby Rush.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get on to you now and this book.
Oh, okay. Which book? My first book is all about that, what you were talking about.
Okay.
What we went through in the cotton patch back there. And I have people call me, both white people and black people call me and tell me, we didn't know this happened. But my book starts actually out, I don't know how many people believe it, but it's the honest God truth. 3 months before I was born. Yeah, my grandfather was killed by a freight train walking on the railroad track. He was deaf. I don't know why he didn't feel the tracks vibrating. But the train ran over and killed him, and somebody came to our door and knocked on the door and told my mother that my grandfather on my father's side had died. And I remember that. They never did believe me, but they would shut me up because I could tell them what we had to eat that day. I could tell them what kind of day it was because it wasn't really a stormy day. So my father would shut me down when I get to that point. So nobody ever believed me, but I, honest to God, remember that.
Well, you know, that's the whole thing. You know, they didn't want to talk about certain things. But if you tell them a certain thing, they think you just sitting there telling a lie. It's a figment of imagination, and which that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, well, some things you can't face sometimes too.
Well, yeah.
And some things you actually can't believe.
Tell me about it.
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, Vaughn, you want to jump in and get you something? I know you got.
Yeah, I wanted to say to Mr. Wright, it's a pleasure to have you here, man. I'm honored to be able to participate in this interview with you. I just wanted to mention I spent some time at a symposium last summer in Inabena at Mississippi Valley State, and it was a celebration for the B.B. King Day. They do every year on that campus, and it was the trip was amazing to me because I actually drove from Georgia to Mississippi because that's where I'm located at. Right, I'm in the about 20 miles west of downtown Atlanta. So I drove to Inabena, and it was a fascinating trip, to say the least. And so I finally wound up in the area, I can't think of the little town, but it was where the hotel is at. And all I saw was just farmland. Yeah. And then it was quite interesting to see all of this. And so once I got with the people that were organizing the event, one of the gentlemen that was took part in the organizing, his name is Dr. Alfonso Sanders, who's a musician, blues musician out of Greenwood, Mississippi. And it was just an amazing event because at the symposium itself, there were a lot of people that took part in the event, and it was the theme of the symposium was called Blues and the Civil Rights Movement, and they talked about the music during that time period. You know, the mid '50s, the '60s, and how the music was told a story about what was going on in America during that time. And so I took part in the symposium as much as I could, but there were a lot of voices, a lot of very, very interesting stories to be told. But I'd have to say, being down there at that time, you know, just last summer, there's a certain vibe about being in Mississippi, because there's a huge, I don't know, it's almost like it's kind of trapped in time.
There it is.
And it literally is. And a lot of the people that spoke, people who were filmmakers, storytellers, biographers, politicians, you know, they wrote a lot of books and novels and stories that I still think they're kind of like living in that time period of the death of Emmett Till. And, you know, it's almost like that traumatic experience still lives with them. And that kind of hit me, you know, because Mississippi is a very interesting space in this country. There's a lot of tragedy that took place in that state. And yeah, and it still affects me in a way, because I kind of grew up that day, or that weekend I was there. I kind of grew up because I kind of absorbed something that I didn't think I was going to feel. You know, the tragedy that state holds, especially for our people. And as you can see, not much has changed. They're still trying to do what they've always done. And so, you know, I look back on it now, and I'm just glad that your people were fortunate enough to leave there during the second migration, and take the wealth of what you had in you and took it elsewhere, and did great with your art form. You know, your music has been able to tell a story, and it's still telling stories.
When did you actually leave Mississippi?
Me?
Yes, sir.
I was 12 years old.
Where did you go, to Chicago like everybody else did?
No, I was going to run off because I didn't like what was going on. I didn't like picking cotton. I didn't like nothing. Only thing I like is, like, as brother just talking, I mean, you drive along the highway and there's lots of fields and a tree line. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's the mindset, though, that is devastating.
Yeah.
I'm losing my train of thought. What you asked me?
I said, when did you finally, you said 12 years old. Why did you wind up in California or Chicago?
Oh, yeah, I was going to run off. I was going to run away when I got old enough. 10 or 12 years, I mean, after 12 years old, I was going to run away to Chicago or to St. Louis, because that's where everybody went.
Right.
Fortunately, my sister and her boyfriend, they ran off 2 or 3 years before I was going to run off, and they came to California. And so when we left there, we left to visit, to go with them where they were. But California is the second biggest cotton state, whether you know it or not. Well, a lot of people were coming to California, but they were going to Bakersfield for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, which my parents shipped me off once I started singing rock and roll. They shipped me off to Bakersfield to go pick cotton off of my uncle's cotton truck. So I used to go up there and do that too. I didn't like that either.
Right. Yeah. You know, because you know, we looked at that. A lot of people that come out of the South, come out of Mississippi, Memphis. If they didn't go to Chicago, they wind up in Wisconsin,
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They wound up in Detroit too.
Yeah.
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 Then people that came out of Oklahoma, they always went west.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why go south?
You know, all it comes out. But you know, the thing is now, though, Charles, everybody is migrating to the south, coming out of New York, Chicago. Well, I don't know about Chicago, but I know out of Detroit and stuff like that. They going to Georgia, they going to North or South, going mainly North Carolina and stuff like that.
Nowadays. You're talking about nowadays?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I thought about that myself before. But once I go down there and look around, I don't know if I can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I get bored to death.
I hear you.
Well, I know that feeling, you know, like I understand that, you know, because, you know, besides Oklahoma, I lived in Memphis. Most of my life, I grew up in New York.
Oh,
And
really been around.
yeah, then I, you know, military and different things like that. But the thing was that I knew I didn't want to go back to New York. I sure didn't want to go to California. And I didn't want to live in Memphis and or Mississippi. And I don't even know why the hell I chose Texas.
Got a real dilemma.
And I knew I wasn't going back to Oklahoma. You know, 'cause, you know, I ain't drive up there, but you know, stuff. But I just don't know why I chose to come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, beats a blank.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, during that time, if I'd have had me some money, I'd have left this country.
Oh,
That's what I'd have done.
at least you know what it is like out there in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm thinking I'm going back about before the end of the year too.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage, unfortunately, to pick up and just go live over there, you know.
Right.
Man, look here. All you have to do is go one time. All you have to do is go one time.
Yeah, like my buddy, he went over there and bought some property. Then he
Yeah. And he what?
died.
Well, you know, that's one thing I was thinking about, buying some property, building me a compound and stuff like that. That you know, me and the family was talking about doing that when we was over there. So all I have to do is pull them together and let's do this dadgum thing, you know. But like I said, you know, we can go anywhere in the world. One place I do want to go, I want to go to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba. I want to sit back and drink some of that good Cuban rum that comes out them islands and smoke some of them cigars.
Well, my buddy did that, Oscar Brown Jr.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Oscar, he was defiant, you know. He went down there and stayed about a month or so. He said he thought that what's his name?
Castro?
Castro should have just opened the gate and let everybody out. That's how bad he thought things were over there.
Wow.
He could $1. He could spend $1 and eat all day.
Yes.
Not in the restaurants. People take him into their house for $1
Right.
and feed him. He said it was about as backwards as you could be. But the music was fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of my cousins, before what's that boy's name that shut it down? That last president?
Oh, Obama?
No, I'm talking about the last one, that fool.
Oh, in Cuba.
Yeah. She
What
was
you
down
feeling?
there sitting on the beach, you know, drinking the rum and had a cigar that long. Damn. Oh, I wish I could have been there to smoke one of them.
Yeah, I don't know that stuff gives you cancer, man. They tell me if you don't inhale it, it gets on your tongue, in your tongue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Get some marijuana and shit.
Hey, you know something? Every time I went to Africa, you know, every time I'm talking about, I be smoking that gunja, boy. I'm telling you, you take 2 good hits, boy. I'm telling you, lay it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laid out. Boy, I tell you. I went to this one guy's house. He was sitting there, boy. I'm telling you. I had my legs on the ottoman propped up, boy. Look here. I said, give the picture. I'm talking about big old hit of that, boy. Then when I got ready to exhale it, a big old bloom of smoke just covered my whole face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do remember that. He sent me that picture. Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, I was lit. You hear me? I was lit.
Well, Mr. Wright, I want to ask a question about, because I know back when you wrote that track, Express Yourself, when you guys did that, what was the inspiration behind that actual track?
We were at Texas A&M, and we were doing the show there, and I ended the show with "Do Your Thing," and "Do Your Thing" come to an abrupt end, and when it stopped, the kids were coughing and stumping, zapping and stumping. They didn't want to stop. And only God made me say it. I said, "Express yourself." And they went crazy. So I'd said it a couple other times. I tried to write the song right there on the stage, but that wasn't working. The band wasn't with me. So I went to the hotel that night, my guitar, pad, and pencil, and I started writing because I knew what it was. If I pulled it off right, it would be something grand.
Yeah.
Just like your hand. So I sit there and I wrote it, and then the next day I started putting my instrumentation together in my head. And I took the band in the studio and tried to record it, but they just wasn't getting it. So that weekend, that Sunday, I called the bass player and the drummer and just took the 3 of us into the studio and the recording engineer and did the track. I came back Monday with the track and gave the horn parts. And they said, "We don't want to play on this. This ain't nothing." So I threatened them. And I said, I used to be a studio musician. I said, "Well, I'll get some of my studio buddies. They'll be glad to play it." And they grumbled. They played it. And then when I went to the president of Warner Brothers and I played for him, he said, "No, this ain't nothing." I said, "Just put it out, man. It's a hit."
Yeah.
The first 2 copies that came, I was in Detroit at this club where we were performing for a disc jockey on the club, and I had the first 2 copies sent there, and I gave him one. He went in his office. He came out and said, "I think you made a mistake this time, Charles." Nobody heard "Express Yourself." And when they played it on the radio, it blew up. I think it went to #1, but they wouldn't let the Watts band go higher than #11.
Okay. Wow.
You know, I that's a shame, you know. Y'all put out that good music and everything, and they keep it low in the charting. Then this Grammy thing, a lot of great artists has never got a Grammy. That's a dadgum shame.
Yeah, well, when the Grammy came, I was nominated for a Grammy, but La 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 means I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what is amazing though about your song, "Express Yourself." It was such a powerful song, and it had, it really, uh, I mean, it actually became part of a movement though, didn't it?
I don't know. People tell me that all the time. They equate my song with "Say It Loud, I'm Black, I'm Proud."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All the time. I don't know. It's not for me to say.
Yeah, yeah. But it seems like it, and then of course it's one of those songs that just really, really keeps giving. It keeps giving though too, isn't it? I mean, for you, I've heard that song and versions of it in commercials and all over. I mean, it's just something that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah. It's been in over 100 commercials around the world.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I thank God for it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't imagine it was going to be doing this all of this time.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you ever think it would become the big hit as it done over the years?
Yeah. In the middle of the 80s, all of my royalties dried up. I was broke. I couldn't keep up with my rent and stuff. And my wife was working at a bank. I asked her to look out for me, see if I could get me a day job. She brought me this man's car to own a trucking company. And I called the man up. He interviewed me. And just before we hung up, he said, "What you been doing before?" I said, "I was in the music business." He said, "You ain't the Charles, right, are you?" I said, "I think I am."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I can't give you this job. I ain't giving you this job. You got to keep doing what you're doing." I said, "I need the job, man." He said, "I ain't giving it to you."
Mm.
2 weeks later, my son called me. "Dad, you got a hit record."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I don't know nothing about it. I ain't heard it on the radio." He says, "It's a hit records by the group NWA, and they selling it out their trunk of their car." I said, "Oh, that's a joke." So
Wow.
I hung up. He called me a couple of days, "Daddy." So I walked out of my door. I said, "I'm going to go to the record store and see what this is about."
Mm-hmm.
And I walked out of my door, and the kid that lived next door to me came by in this little jalopy,
Yeah.
playing "Express Yourself" by NWA in his car.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over in his driveway and I said, "That's my song." "No, Charles, you old school. This is the newest shit here." "That's my song." He said, "No, man, you don't know nothing. This is rapper. You don't know nothing about this kind." I said, "Let me see that tape box." So he did. I said, I looked on the back of it. "Express Yourself," composed by Ice Cube.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went into my house and I called a record company and she said, "I told them I didn't think they could get away with this."
Mm.
She gave me
Wow.
gave me Ice Cube's number. And I called him up and told him what time it was.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to get me to give him a piece of it. I can't remember if I did or not, but anyway, after that, next month, Burger King
Yes.
expressed itself for a commercial. And after that, it just kept on flowering. It just movies and everything, and keeps me in pretty good shape, thank God.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
well, you ain't hungry now. You can pay the rent, right?
Thank God. That was not a good feeling, brother.
Yeah,
Well,
that's awesome though.
yeah, yeah. But that's a good thing that, as they say, you're not a one-hit wonder.
No, thank God I'm not.
Yeah, yes,
I've
yes.
been at it for a while.
Yeah, and it was a lot of them like that one-hit wonders. Like Sam Cooke's brother, right? L.C.
Yeah,
Cook had that one song.
yeah, what not?
Do you remember? That
Yeah,
was it.
yeah.
And another popular song though was that Love Land too, wasn't it?
Loveland.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it's very
Yeah.
popular, but I thought it would be the classic, but Express Yourself, that's the classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Love Land is not too far behind. That's one of the first stories. I ain't gonna even tell you that story. that song was the reason my band broke up.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
Well, let me ask you this, y'all. Besides writing a book, you still doing some type of performance and things like that?
No, I'm doing sporadic performances, but I'm not doing much performing. I'm trying to do more creative stuff. I'm doing that, and writing book.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a joke because I'm writing my life story,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm writing the second part of my life story when I probably should have wrote it first, because that's what people want to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol and drugs and rock and roll. But I was compelled to write it like I wrote it. Matter of fact, I'm satisfied. I think people will go back and that hadn't experienced my first book and purchase my first book once they read my second book.
Well, I think you should write it, from the beginning, then bringing it on in towards the end. You've done the second book, it's telling them what's happening with you now, more or less. What have you, Yeah,
That's what I'm doing now.
that's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's the way I think. But everybody else want to hear the other stuff.
Oh, well. Hell, who give a damn what they think? As long as it's the book.
They weren't gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it.
Mm,
That's how I look at it. So.
Yeah.
well,
Charles, I got a story to tell you. I was a little kid growing up. I'm originally from Compton, California, by the way.
Oh, okay. You're a long way.
Yeah. So I was right around the corner from you guys back in the day, and I think it was a parade going on in Watts at the time. I'm not sure. My mom took us, me and my brothers and stuff. We ended up at Sportsman Park. Is it Sportsman or Will Rogers Park in Watts? I think it's Will Rogers Park.
It was Will Rogers. Now it's
Will Rogers, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's Tim, not Tim, but Tim's father.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
And it was a summer day in Watts, California. We were little boys. And we saw you guys on stage that afternoon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Of course, I was too young to even realize what was going on. But the fact of the matter was I was there.
All right.
And so, when you talked about Express Yourself during that time period, of course, that was the cultural revolution going on in California during that time. Dr. Ron Karenga and what he was doing at I think it was the House of Emoja or Emojo or something like that. It had an African name.
Emoji.
Watch Writers Workshop. Yeah, Emoji, yeah. And then you had the Watch Writers Workshop going on during then. And just a lot of beautiful cultural stuff. That's when we were breaking out the dashikis and the afros.
Yeah.
That was a time period that still rings true. and what the West Coast was all about back then. You know, you had a lot of. I mean, it was you guys, the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band, and War was big back then, and Santana was kicking tail. You know, that music was quite prevalent. You know, we had Tower Power up in Northern California. You know, and so the West Coast was flying. It was flying high back then, and so I just had to bring that out because a lot of people just don't know the amount of soul that was being created on the West Coast back then. And I'm still trying to figure out when you did Express Yourself, the phrasing and the way you were doing the vocals. Yeah, I mean it was funky, bro. It was really funky. And we got to. I mean, it's still because I was trying to see how you changed it up when you did Loveland, because you switched it up and you were singing that song back then, bro. You were singing it.
Well, like I say, that's a long story. That song is a real problem. But anyway.
What's the story?
I ain't telling.
So you got to watch Ed. Ed will want to do a 60 minutes interview with you. That's what
I want to keep it up. I want to keep it upbeat if I can.
I know that's right. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do the best I can. Man, I'm telling you, y'all, some things, boys, you got to watch out for me. You got to watch out. I'm still to say anything.
I know.
I'm glad you told me.
Okay. Well, what I want to do, I want to go ahead and introduce this new one to our listeners and viewers, so they can kind of get that vibe, and then we'll come back and talk some more about it and see what everybody thought about it. What you think, Charles?
You boss.
All right, my brother. So let's do that, and then we'll come back on the other side of it. So y'all get ready. This is wonderful. Just glad to hear this new one from my man, and it's actually titled "Your Hands." Okay, so check it out, and then we'll be right back right here on the Indie Live Spot. Keep it locked right here.
Preacher's song, sing the devil's music.
That's crazy.
From every nation, race and creed, we stand united.
Draw, baby. Can you hear me knocking at your door? Take your hand out there and draw, baby. I know you hear me knocking at your door. Whatever you got off in there, baby, you won't be needing that no more. Well, alright. I got some hugs and some kisses, baby, which you cannot buy in a box. Ooh. I got some hugs and some kisses, baby, which you cannot buy in a box. I know you hear me out here knocking. Why don't you come and do this lock? Lord have mercy. Yeah! Let me play this guitar. Shucks. What you gonna do, pretty baby, when your battery running low? What you gonna do, pretty baby, when your battery running low? You gonna need a man on your hands to take you where you wanna go. Oh yeah. So get your hand out that drawer. I know you hear me knocking at your door. Take your hand out that drawer, pretty mama. I'm knocking at your door. Yeah, whatever you got off in there, baby, you won't be needing that no more. Lord have mercy. Yeah, take your hand. Don't you hear me knocking at your door? Ooh, take your hands out that drawer, girl. I know you hear me knocking at your door. Take your hand out that drawer, baby. Can you hear me knocking at your door? Take your hand out that drawer, baby. I know you hear me knocking at your door. Whatever you got off in there, baby, you won't be needing
All right, we are
that
back,
no
and
more.
that was, man, that was nice.
All right.
Could anybody hear it? I didn't.
Oh
I
yeah,
got some
they can hear it. You guys just
hugs
couldn't
and
hear
some
it because,
kisses, baby.
you can't hear it through our speakers through this.
You cannot buy in a
viewers in
box.
there. That on the chat. I'm reading some of the chat right now. Let's see here. Let me see.
I
what
got some
people are saying
hugs
right
and some kisses, babe. But you cannot buy in a box.
Okay, yeah. I see JC said something about it. He said, that's the kind of music I had to sneak.
I know you hear me
growing up.
out here knocking.
And,
Why don't you come
what's up,
undo
Thomas?
this lock?
My homeboy, Bohan,
Lord
he
have
said,
mercy.
that's a fact, JC.
Yeah.
Uncle's had me.
Let me play this guitar.
What?
And,
You say?
Well,
yeah, it said his
well.
uncle's, he used to play his stuff when he was coming up as well. But yeah,
Lord have
that's the real deal, dude. That's the, that was hitting it. That was definitely hitting it.
Shucks.
Yeah, it reminds me when you going into one of them juice joints, and you know when your dad you near the slam, they butt jumping.
You hip to the scrunch?
Yeah. Yeah, they in the juice joint, and the floor is just sandy, dirty, whatever it is, boy, and they be butt jumping. I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, shoot. That takes you right on back. You know, back down off in the Delta, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But thank you.
Yes,
That's
it
what I'm
does.
trying to do.
Well, you trying to do, you doing the damn thing. You trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds good. Yeah, so I know that you were actually scheduled earlier, and well, you were scheduled today for a video shoot, but you had to postpone. But what is the video shoot? Is it for this track or is it another track that you got?
For that song.
Oh, okay, good, cool. Yeah, I know that's gonna be cool to check out once you guys get that going. So you already have all your I guess
Storyboard.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very cool. Bon, you got anything you want to say?
Well, I was about to say I'm putting on my program director's hat for KJLM.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles, would you submit that to the radio station?
Without-
KJLM.
I'll pass it over to you. I got it.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you think you play it, huh?
Oh my gosh, yes. Ain't no doubt about it.
All right.
Because see, KJLM is the broadcast service for a museum that I'm connected with, along with Ed McDaniel here, and Gary is also. We're in it together on this, so we are still looking for submissions for all things Southern soul, the blues, jazz.
Okay.
And classic gospel and spirituals, because all of those entities have been an integral part in the building the structure and the foundation for American popular music.
That's right.
KJLM is what we call the music that we play is basically Black American classical music.
Okay.
And so, with that being said, your music falls right into that category, sir.
Thank you. Where are you coming out of?
We're coming out of Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming out of Oklahoma City, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to do all of the programming of the music and voice imaging out of Atlanta. So I do it remotely.
You the man.
And well, I'm having a ball putting it together. All I can say is it is purely a blessing to be doing what I'm doing right now. And so I just want to let you know that your music is highly valued. It's important to the culture, man.
Thank you.
Your what you put into it is you're part of the American folklore of Black American music, no doubt.
Okay.
And you're right there. You're right there with Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, Bobby Womack, Johnny Taylor, Lamont Dozier, Holland Dozier and Holland. All of those cats, man.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you. I'm honored to hear that.
Oh, it's an honor for us to be able to still know that you're still around doing this stuff, man, and still creating. And we're very, very glad that your art form is. I have a friend of mine that told me that I have had some fortunate opportunities to work in a couple of films along the way and television and stuff, and he made a point to let me know, your image is going to be around long after you have gone. And the same thing with your music, sir. It's timeless. And so, that is that in the nutshell right there lets you know people are going to be listening to your stuff long after you're gone. And that's how I look at this culture, what we have created in America. it's an amazing art form.
We have
And
so we have lit a fire that you really can't put out. You can try.
Yes.
There
Yes.
you go. That's it.
Very well said.
Very well said. You know, American music wouldn't be anywhere near where it is now without what we put to it.
Thank you.
So, you know,
they still be doing the waltz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we say,
yeah, we doing it on the one. We're not doing it on the 2 and the 4, bro.
All right.
As we say, our music, it all come out of the belly of the ship.
Yeah.
Belly of the slave ship. That's where it came from.
Yeah, that's where it came from. And the people have to actually realize that, you know. And
some folks never will.
they never will they?
Yeah. And they're not in tune with the earth.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, you're preaching now, preacher. You're preaching now.
They come from a preacher's son, huh? Yeah, man. You know, people that was lived in the South, was raised up in the South, boy, their whole way was a different thing. You know, they were so acclimated to what the master was saying.
Yeah, the master. Yasa master.
Yes. Boy, I tell you. Boy, I'm so glad I wasn't born back there down in the South. Boy, look at it. I would have been raised so much hell, I'd have probably killed me 4 or 5 of them. And I knew they're going to eventually got me too, but you know, at least I done my part.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time I think about it, I get pissed off.
Don't worry about it. God's on your side, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody ever really gets away.
That's right.
That's right. That is right.
The things that's going on in Tennessee right now, and man, it's crazy. You know.
Yeah, it is.
To them, it's nothing but power, money, and guns. They don't have no safe regards or anything else for human life.
Yeah.
Period.
You're not really connected to the earth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, they have to realize this: we as black people, we are the beginning, and we're definitely the end. We are the beginning and the end, because we was here first.
Yeah. They don't expect us to be here at the end, though, where they trying to carry on.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna be here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They may not be, but we are.
I'm with you.
Shit.
That's
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what else do you have in store for the rest of the year, Charles? I know you're working on the rest of your album. Is that right?
All the albums done.
Okay.
And I have, matter of fact, 2 albums. I have a jazz album and a blues album.
Wow. Very good.
I'm constantly doing something. So next thing I'm gonna work on is getting my book out there after the.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the hand do whatever it's gonna do organically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a hit record. I feel as strong about that as I did Express Yourself.
Yeah.
And you guys ain't heard it but once, but I can't stop listening to it.
Ah.
That's the truth. I've played it at least a dozen times a day already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is, it's still being played around the world, and you still, getting your royalties from it. That's a good thing.
But you talking about Express Yourself, I'm talking about the hand.
The hand.
The hand.
Your hand.
Okay.
The hand.
keep your hand out that drum.
Yeah, see, when the last time you've been been in Mississippi?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Boy,
Just went down there to look around.
And you just shook your head all the way down, huh?
Now I took my crew with me. It wasn't bad, except there was threatening hurricanes and stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get to a town called Mount Bayou.
Uh-huh.
Mount Bayou was a town, strictly a black town in Mississippi.
Right.
And I didn't get there because one of my crew was scared the tornado was going to get us before we got
Hell, I don't know what he's scared of. He ought to be scared of them damn earthquakes out there.
He's scared of everything. Anyway, I didn't quite make it down.
I don't know. I lived in earthquakes, Ed. I ain't never seen nothing like no tornado do what it does out here.
You know what?
They do some damage.
These tornadoes tear up some.
And they restructuring themselves to be in other places than where they. When I was in Mississippi, I never heard of tornado.
Right.
I know.
A little wind, dust windy thing, but never a tornado.
Man.
Yeah. Yes.
But, like I said, being in Oklahoma and being in Texas, oh man, Texas be having all these tornadoes. Well, hell, I've been here over 20 years right here.
You never seen one?
I ain't been in one.
Oh, wow.
Oh Lord.
I haven't. Thank God I have not been in a tornado.
Well,
just don't tempt Mother Nature to put one in your lap then.
I'm trying to tempt them, but like I said,
you may be avoiding it, but it probably ain't avoiding you.
Right.
Now, I lived on that Gulf Coast down in Mississippi around Gulfport and Biloxi, right?
I'm sorry, y'all have to forgive me for a minute. I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right.
All
we
right.
can talk to the business.
All right, I'll be right back.
But yeah, about being, hurricanes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look here. Down on that Gulf, it ain't number 3 ways out of there. And it's going to Florida or going to Louisiana or going up towards Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
If you get stuck down through there, you might well forget about it.
I
Can't get
don't
out.
mess around with none of them.
Yeah, it's
At least I tried not to.
Because I know in Oklahoma, we were always we were known for the tornadoes here because they always called a strip that goes right through the middle of us. They call it Tornado Alley, and now there's talk now that it's shifting because it's moving east now, and so the people east of us is getting it more than what we're getting it now, to where it used to be the other way around.
I saw it was a documentary
Mm-hmm.
on the F5 that came through Oklahoma City in 1990, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that thing, boy,
It was bad.
it was bad. It was bad. I heard it tore up Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
No, it wasn't actually Oklahoma City.
More.
It was like in Midwest City more. But man,
Yeah.
after that thing come through there and done what it had to do, man, they hurry up and rebuild back up in there. Then they done it again.
Yeah.
But they rebuilt so daggum quick, it was pathetic, man. It scared me.
Mm-hmm. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to play with. If they tell you to take cover, you better go take cover.
And see, and the home builders and the builders there, they don't believe in basements. They don't have no basements.
Mm.
You know?
They don't have basements in Oklahoma?
Yeah, we do.
If they do, they have very few.
You didn't
No
know?
kidding.
Yeah. They may have them over underground shelters or something like that. As far as the basement in the home, if they have any, it's very few.
Well, they give you warning though, don't they?
Well, they give you a warning, but like I said, I ain't never been in a tornado. I've been close to a hurricane.
Don't brag, brother. Don't brag. 'Cause every time I brag, every time I brag,
Again, not to do.
run right into the same thing I'm bragging about.
Right,
I
right.
thank God I haven't been, you know. I remember back in the earlier days, they used to have little earthquakes in Oklahoma, but I had not heard of any except for what, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Gee, they had a little earthquake.
Hell, they just had a 4.1 2 days ago.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah. You just can't predict. You just never know. You know. We get everything here. But
excuse me for asking you, brother.
Hmm?
Are you a pharmacist?
Who?
You.
Why you ask me if I'm a pharmacist?
It look like you got the medicine lined up behind you back there.
Man, look here. Man, that VA sent me. Well, you know what that's a bar.
Oh,
It's a bar. Yes, a bar.
Okay,
That's what I
all
said.
right,
Yes, a bar.
okay.
It's a bar.
Alcohol.
You got his medicine. Oh, man.
All right, I got it. Okay.
Get a drink.
No, when you said well, I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you. The VA sent me so much damn medicine, boy. Look here. I had to throw some of that mess away, boy. They sent so much of it.
All right.
Without me ordering. They don't give me a chance to run out.
All right.
No. What you?
But yeah, that's government for you, you know.
All right.
But yeah, I'm so tired of taking medication. It's crazy. I'm trying to wean myself out. I've been on diabetic since '99.
Oh.
No, yeah, '95.
Mm.
And
Well, I hope you don't drink alcohol like that.
like I said, I'll take me a nip. I'll drink me some alcohol now.
Well,
You know, they tell you what you shouldn't do. You know, it's just like this old doctor. He said, Mr. McDaniel? I said, yes. Yes, sir. What's up? He said, well, you know, you just need to quit smoking. And I kind of looked at him. Quit smoking? I can smell cigars all on his butt. Look here. Then I went to a dietitian at the VA. Well, Mr. McDaniel, you need to lose some weight, drop a few pounds and stuff. I just kind of looked at her. She was way bigger than me. That wasn't working. That was not working. How they gonna tell you something when you look at them, they bigger than you?
Yeah, that's what they do that.
I'm gonna put somebody on the diet. Hell, she need to go on the diet. Yeah, but no, and the VA try to keep me. I tell you, when I was over in Africa, I barely took any of that medication. Had it with me, but I didn't take very much of it, and felt good.
your blood pressure was even.
Right, because see, the thing is, man, the food over there, there's no preservatives.
Good.
There's no preservatives in the food. You know, the chicken, it's got a totally different taste to it.
Yeah. It ain't so big.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't eat no hog over there.
Okay.
And ate beef. Hell, the beef was all right, but hell, it was too tough to me. It was tough. You couldn't chew it the way I wanted to. And plus, beef, takes too long to digest anyway. But I ate a lot of fish and, chicken and stuff like that, And all the fruit they had over there, I ate a lot of fruit. And yeah,
Got some exotic fruits.
man, look here. I can't think of the name of it, but when I first saw it, it had little spines on it. It was red. I thought it was strawberry, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. He called it something. Anyway, once you open it up, it's a seed in there. Okay, and around that seed has got a meat, and
Mm-hmm.
you just eat the meat off the seed and spit the seed out. It was very good.
Mm.
Very good.
Hmm.
And
Something we never saw over here.
huh?
Something we don't ever see over here.
Right. I have not seen it here.
Mm.
And then they have I can't think of the name of it either. I'm gonna ask that girl once I talk to her again. What's the name of it? Have her send me the name of this. Yeah. It's like a millet. It's like about this long, and you cut it up.
Mm-hmm.
You cut it up. It's got it's real sticky.
Mm.
You kind of wipe it off and everything. There's the meat in there over all this stickiness, but it's good. Yeah.
It's
So,
sticky and it's good.
yeah, after you wipe, what she would do, cut it open, half it, then half it again. Then she'll get to wiping all the top of it off with a cloth or whatever, and it'd be so sticky, just like gum sticking up like this here. But once you got it cleaned off, then you can go ahead and eat it. It's just like a watermelon or a cantaloupe, but it was good.
Mm.
But I can't think of the name of the fruit though. But they eat a lot of avocados. They eat a lot of tomatoes. Uh, One of the main staples of that is chips, they call, which is number French fries. Yeah, I got tired of eating French fries. But then they eat green leaf. Green leaf is nothing but greens.
Mm-hmm.
They call it green leaves. And
Eat it raw or you cook it.
oh, they cook it. They cook it.
The taste.
It tastes like the greens that we eat here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Then you know how some of them just chop them up kind of fine. You chop the greens up. They chop up greens up. So, some people take the greens and just cook the greens. Then you have to, when you pick up, you still got long greens and stuff like that. But they chop it up. They got cabbage and asparagus. Everything that we eat here, we eat there. But it's no fertilizer on the stuff. Everything is natural.
No chemicals.
No chemicals.
Yeah, probably live longer.
Yes.
Shoot, hell they do. But even when I doing the COVID, man, you had to wear the mask and get out, do all that stuff. Well, I done that too. But when I got over there, them Africans, I didn't see none of them wearing a mask.
Oh yeah.
They wasn't wearing no mask because there wasn't no COVID there.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And I've been over there 3 times. I've never seen any of them wear a mask, and I damn sure didn't wear one.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes. And like I said, hold on, this is Vaughn.
Yeah, we lost him. I don't know what happened.
Hello? What, could you cut it off and bring it back on? All right. All right then. City screen locked up. But no, man, like I said, everything that we ate there, here, we eat there. Just no preservatives on that. They had a lot of peanuts and cashews and stuff like that, only bad part about the whole thing and the water. They may cut the water in the whole city, something like that. I don't know why, but sometimes
They cut it off.
They cut it off. I don't know what they be doing, but it may be off a day, 2 days, they'll cut it back on. the power and stuff like that. If you don't have a generator, shit, your power may be out 2 or 3 days, and things like that. You know, I stayed at a compound, well, uh, where it had 3 bedrooms, had a kitchen, had a dining area, a sitting area, and each room had its own bathroom. Then outside of the bedrooms, they had a public toilet, they call it, which is the bathroom in the hallway. And when the lights go out, the uh, the generator kick on, and the water always was on, so didn't have no problem with that hot water. But when I stayed at my uncle's house compound, man, I had to take a shower every day, cold. The water be so cold.
No kidding.
And then if they didn't have no water, they had water in the bathroom where you can, throw the water on, soak down, and throw some more water on. I call it taking a monkey bath to me. That's what I call it. And stuff like that. It's water and electricity. Communication end of it there, for as the internet and everything. They have it, but there's a lot of problems with the internet. And for as their phones go for communication, they have to spend and buy credits. When they run out, they have to go and buy credits to keep the phones on.
Oh,
Stuff like that,
yeah.
Yeah,
So
they buy,
inconvenient.
Yeah.
yeah. But other than that, it's okay, like I done the show from over there, and I had my own hotspot. I had what I could call international, the whole 9 yards, so I was good,
Mm.
you know. But man, I tell you, like I have been saying to everybody, you need to go see the country for yourself.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And the people are very welcoming, and stuff like that, you know. And like I said, I could take $500 and buy a lot of stuff with $5. With the $500, we went out to dinner, and I paid for one, and it was like seven of us. It was 7 of us. No, actually 8 of us rather. And I paid for a dinner, and I think I spent $30, maybe $35 for it, which we was here to cost you more, a lot more.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm Okay. Well, it's about almost time for us to wrap things on up. So I see, Vaughn. Are you? I can't. We can't visually see you, but are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can definitely hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
I was just gonna.
My video's down at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna ask you. Did you have anything else you'd like to say or ask our guest before we get ready to shut this party down?
Once again, to sit here and be part of this interview with the legend, Charles Wright. Man, it's been a good Saturday for me, and I think that if you would allow me, Gary, I would love to continue to do this, if it would definitely be possible, because you guys are sharing the history of this cultural phenomenon called Black American music, and I just think it's an important product to keep doing what you're doing. And if you're going to bring people like Charles Wright on here, I want to be part of it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And
I want to say, Charles,
yeah.
I'm happy to have met you, man, and enjoyed your music all my life. And just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like this. It doesn't matter how many records you sell. It's about how many lives you touch, and the longevity of your music. That's important.
Well, I thank you for your wisdom.
I don't get to exhibit it too often, but I appreciate that.
You're all right. You're wise, man.
Yeah, and one quick, I see a question from our chat room, JC Smith. What's up, JC? He asked, he said, for Mr. Wright, he said, did he ever get any royalties from the NWA samples?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Well, now, Charles, could you tell everybody how they can actually keep up with you and follow you?
My website is expressyourself.net. Expressyourself.net.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I guess most all of the social media sites. But I try to keep up with Facebook. I can't keep up with them all.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's a tough thing to do. Yeah, unless you got somebody else doing it for you, you know. Yeah, hold that great book up. I'm gonna
Bring it up a little closer to the camera.
Get you on the screen.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That'll work.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And looking forward to the new one that's coming.
Yeah.
When do you expect a release for that one? Your new one?
Late June, early July.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll definitely be looking out for that. And
it'll also be an audio book case.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna be audio too?
Yes, I'm doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now see that really worked because I like to sit back and just listen.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of listening in my vehicle, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I pretty well laid it out there for you then.
And now that'll work for me.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you again, Charles Wright, for coming and hanging out with us today, taking that time and just hanging out with us. And Venice, thank you. We definitely appreciate it. And we look forward to the upcoming, you know, the other projects you got coming up again, because I know that they're going to be fantastic. This is as much as your new release that we got to hear today. So, and keep doing what you're doing, brother, because it's always great to hear from you.
All right, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You want everybody to express themselves.
Yes. Express yourself.
I'm telling you. Now, what was the name of the new release?
But keep your hand out of the drawer now.
Oh,
Keep your hands out the drawer.
Your hand.
your hand.
Your hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Look here. When y'all hear that again, just be in the juke joint and do some butt jumping.
Okay. Well, I want to say happy Easter to everybody, and everybody enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next week. Yes,
Hold
happy
on, I ain't
Passover.
said my piece yet.
Go ahead, Ray. It's all you.
It's been our pleasure. It's been our pleasure having you on the show, man. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when that book hits, you need to come on back.
All right.
Yes.
And then
Things like that, man, because like I said, you know, you're still out here and you're still relevant.
That's right.
You know, and that's the whole key, man.
Yes.
But like I said, keep your hands out of the drawer. Your feet slide on the sand and just.
It's been a pleasure talking to you guys, really.
Yeah.
Y'all.
And happy birthday to you too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You won't tell me your age.
No.
No.
Easy. He's forever young.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, his age is unlisted. Okay.
I know that's right. So that's a magic secret. We can't tell.
That's
that.
right.
And all of my music is made by human beings, not by machines.
I know that's right.
That's right.
Very
Yes.
important. Very important.
That's right.
Again, thank you so much, Charles. We definitely appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
All
Good
right.
night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
God bless you.
God bless you
God
too.
bless you too. See you later. Bye.
All right.
All right.
All right,
brother.
good folks. We'll see you. All
Good
right.
night.
Next week. Awesome.